Hey guys, hopefully, is there anybody in here waiting yet? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure this out, by the way. First time I've ever done this, and having a few camera little issues. I'm just trying to get myself up on my laptop as well. And yeah, we can start having a chat if I can figure out how to do this. Let's go back to my channel. Let me know if anyone is watching. Comment down below. And yeah, there we go. There we go. I managed to get us up on the screen, so hopefully I can see any questions that come in. So first and foremost, obviously this is the very first time I've done this, and thought we'd give it a go and have a chat with you guys on camera. And I'm going to try and make this a regular thing if it takes off, and if you guys want to see more of it. So if there is anybody watching at the moment, is there? Comment down below where you're watching from, and let's see what it looks like. What's up? Oh, that was probably my cat. Is anybody watching? Anyone? Hey, what's that, Mr. Skullface? How you doing, buddy? You're from where? Washington State. What's the weather like there? It must be freezing, man. It's cold here as well, but I'd imagine it's nowhere near what you guys have got over in the States. What's the temperature at the moment down there like? I'm just waiting for the chat to catch up. Yeah. So anyway, sort of the goal of tonight was just have a general chat. If there's anything you guys want to ask, 44 degrees F. Well, it's not bad. It's still bloody cold. It's currently, I don't know, about -4 degrees C here at the moment, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. So it's cold enough. But anyway, as I was saying, that idea of tonight was if you guys want to ask anything in terms of what you see behind me up here, any RCs and videos that I do, and if you want to know any tips or tricks or anything like that, I thought I'd come in and see, see what you guys want to know. Will you do a live stream of how you weather your kits? That's actually quite a good idea. I could do that. It's not something I've thought of, but I could certainly do it. I could get a couple of, I don't know, get maybe a couple of Lexan bodies, or get a Lexan body and get a hard body, and do a bit of a live weathering tutorial. I want to try get on live a lot more. Like I said, I've never done it before, buddy. So it's a question of, getting used to it, see how the setup works, and hopefully get some people watching. And I'm more than happy to do that. If you guys want to see weathering live, yeah, not a problem. I can do that. I will get something, and I'll show you what I use a lot of. It's right behind me. Use that a lot. The AK Rust Streaking. This stuff is the shit. It's really good. Highly recommend it. I use that, and I use a lot of Vallejo stuff if the camera's focusing on it. So use a lot of that as well. And then yeah, some other stuff called AK Rust Streaks, which I know you guys can definitely get over in the States. What? My mate Tony doesn't like his name said backwards. I asked, why not? Oh, go on. What's coming? Why not? Of course. Duh. Very good. Tony, why not? Gotcha. Keep them coming, pal. Keep them coming, buddy. But anyway, yes, Mr. Skullface, that if you guys want, I'm certainly happy to do that. We can do a live stream on how I weather the bodies. Not a problem. I'll have to do it in my little RC garage, yeah. But anyway, what is your name? Onyx. Onyx, where you from, buddy? Bulletproof Irishman. Ricochet. Okay. All right. Am I to assume you're Irish, or is that just humor? Let's stick it down below. Where you from, pal? Take care. God bless. You too. Take care. God bless. How many people have we got watching at the moment? Try and see what we got watching at the moment. No idea. This is all new to me. Anyway. Sorry, Svetlana's live channel is streaming in from the UK, and hello there. Welcome. Wookie, what's up, man? I see you there. You comment quite a bit on some of my videos. How you doing, buddy? Mr. Skullface, no, actually not. The paint that I use mostly is Tamiya, Tamiya, whatever you want to call it. And it's all pretty solid. All the weathering stuff like the AK rust streaking I just showed you, it's actually quite interesting because sometimes, obviously, you don't want RCs going near salt water. But the funny thing is the AK rust streaks never stop rusting. It always slowly progresses and rusts a little bit more. But interestingly, because it's plastic and on a plastic body, it's never going to corrode through the body. So although it starts to rust more, you're not damaging any plastic hard body or Lexan hard body shells. You just don't want it on your chassis, that's all, because it will eat through the chassis. Wookie, you from Canada. Cool, man. I was just saying to Mr. Skullface, he's from Washington State, and you guys must be getting hammered over there at the moment with winter. It's cold here, but it's not as cold as it is over there. So anyway, yep. What projects are you guys working on at the minute? Have you got anything going at the moment? Let us know. Let's hear what you guys have got going on right now. And I'm sorry if it's a bit slow. There's obviously only a few of you guys in here. Excuse me while I have a drink. What projects are you guys working on at the moment? And I'm sorry if this is a bit slow. Hopefully it'll pick up in the future. You want to wear the Tamiya BBX? Okay. What body is that? Is it Lexan or is it hard body? Lexan. No, that's fine. Yeah, I mean Lexan's pretty easy pretty easy to weather as well from the outside. And same again, the AK rust streaks that I showed you. Obviously, do all your painting first. Now, what I tend to do on some of my Lexan builds, I wonder if I've actually got one here. Bear with me. Let me pull out. No, that's. Yeah, I don't have a Lexan body here at the moment. But what I tend to do is paint the Lexan shells from the outside. So don't paint them from the inside. Paint them from the outside, and then you can do all the weathering properly on the outside of them and do all the AK rust streaking from that. It tends to work best. I'm probably going to build out an RC four-wheel drive TF2 using spare parts winter project. Cool. That'll be interesting. Put it up on your channel, man, and I'll take a look when you guys are ready. Yes, I do. I've actually got quite a few sitting. You can't see it, but maybe I can show you the shithole. You can see some of the paints over there. There's, I've got quite a few sort of enamel and this, that, and the other. And I use a lot of enamel-based, a lot of oil-based stuff for doing weathering lines. In fact, I don't know if you guys have seen the recent videos of my new two Camel trophy trucks, the D10 and the Disco. So that, bear with me, I'm going to grab it and show you what it was. If I can find it. Can I find it? No, can't find it. Anyway, so that on the Camel Trophy, I just use the AK rust streaking and little bottle, paint it on with a brush, and you leave it for 5 minutes, and then just come wipe it off in a rag. And you've got to wipe it off a little bit irregular, because otherwise you get swirl patterns and it all looks, the same. So you've got to kind of random dab it and this and that and the other. So thanks, buddy. I appreciate the fact that you think I'm highly underrated. I wish I had more bloody subscribers, but hey ho, what can you do? Shit happens. Let me pull the vehicle out. Let me show you this one. We're killing it all. So this is all done with AK rust streak, and yeah, it's come out pretty well. Obviously, we've got a little bucket on the back, but all of that is done with AK rust streaks. Works like a bomb. Can't recommend it highly enough. Honestly, it's some of the best stuff I used. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm happy once I get used to chatting on camera, and we start to get a few more people watching and stuff. I'm happy to do like a weathering series, and we could do like a Friday night run over a couple of weeks. Do you buy accessories or 3D print them? Where and what brands do you use? I can't 3D print for shit, buddy. Being honest, is I know very little about it. I've got a couple of buddies that 3D print, so sometimes they print me bits and bobs, but generally I buy all the stuff from, I buy it from Amazon and from eBay. And the best thing to go and look for accessories is look up dollhouse stuff. Look up either 10 scale accessories on eBay, or look up dollhouse. Weird. But look up dollhouse stuff and you can find loads and loads of bits and pieces. So I'm just getting the truck out of the way. So I would recommend go look in there. Like, you can find all sorts of bits. I'll pull out something from my RC garage. Things like this for my RC garage that came out of a doll's house from Amazon. So ideal. I'll show you something that is pretty cool. This is an eBay find. This I found on eBay, and I use it in my little scale garage. A little Coke machine. Drink Coca-Cola. Found that on eBay, and it's actually a salt and pepper shaker made by Coca-Cola. There you go. How cool is that? So that answers your question on that one, I guess. Amazon, eBay, and some of the model shops, some of the Aussie shops. So, yeah. How many watches have we got at the minute? We've got 10 people watching. Come on, guys, chirp up. There's Mr. Skullface and Wookie, my man, who are commenting. You other guys can shut up. I've seen drift car tracks. They look like real roads. Such a cool side hobby. You know what? I used to do, probably before the crawlers, I used to do RC drifting. And I'm not bad at it. And we've got quite a good track here. But it ends up that you go into the same thing over and over and over. And the track doesn't change. And you're just going round and round and round in circles, chasing each other. And it's good fun. I enjoyed the drifting side of things. I did it for about 2 years. But for me, you can't beat the crawling. I do a bit of bashing now and again. If you watch some of my videos, I've got a couple of bigger scale stuff that I do some bashing, but predominantly I'm a crawler guy. Some drift cars with the exposed bumpers and flapping hoods. Absolutely. I've actually got, I think I've still got 2 or 3 drift bodies. I've got one that's signed by a guy called Bagsy. I don't know if you know him. He's like a famous drifter. He signed one of my RC drift bodies. And I've also got a body signed by Mad Mike, which is an RX-7. That's in the garage somewhere. Who knows? I've got too much, man. I get you. My thoughts on boom racing. Dude, if you watch my videos, you'll see I've got quite a few trucks. I've got one there, another one there. I've got 3 BRXs. I've got the original BRX-01 LC70, which is being converted now with some scale garage system stuff. I've got the BRX-02, and I've got a BRX-01 AWB, the ZIL, which I think you've seen. It's that one there. Fantastic stuff. In terms of scale, in terms of videoing them, nothing comes across as good as they do on camera. Performance-wise, they're not performance rigs. You know, they get stuck on everything. Their diffs get hung up everywhere. They're sort of light trail rigs, I would say. But super cinematic to film. Very, very detailed. And the build quality from Boom Racing, you're just never going to beat. Boom Racing stuff, Jason Sang, I speak to him a fair bit online. I'm a Boom Racing affiliate, by the way. You'll see some of the links in my videos. They give me a little bit of commission here and there when I sell stuff via my YouTube videos. Their stuff is phenomenal. But like I say, it's light trail stuff. You're never going to go over heavy terrain, if that answers your question. But phenomenal rigs. Absolutely brilliant. I'll pull it down, seeing that I've been doing a lot of that. You know what? It's a tough one. I would say that in terms of RC 4-wheel drive and Boom Racing, if I was to compare like for like, the RC 4-wheel drive stuff, again, I've got 3 RC 4-wheel drives sitting there as well. And they're all pretty decent. I think from a performance point of view, they're very, very like for like. that there's not a lot between them. I would say maybe the Boom Racing stuff is slightly better. And from a build quality perspective, RC four-wheel drive versus Boom Racing, there's no comparison there. Boom Racing by a country mile. I mean, let me just pull this down. Let me pull this down one sec. You guys have seen that, no doubt. That's my my BRX01 AWB. As you can see, the wheels are all crusty and rusted. And then we've got the scale gauge systems rack on the back. Yeah, Wiki, if you do want to buy any Boom Racing stuff, go have a look at the link in some of my Boom Racing videos. You'll see there's an affiliate link there. You don't have to use it, but if you do, you'll probably get a small discount. And I get a little bit of a kickback. It's not much, but you're more than welcome to use it, buddy. Use it or lose it, as they say. Excuse me. So how many other people have we got chatting in here? We've got 6 other guys, and yeah. Anything else? Anything else you guys want to know? Any questions you want to ask? Anything you want to know about the channel? Anything you want to know about RCs? Excuse me if I'm fidgeting. I don't like talking in front of cameras. But please ask away. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. I suppose a good option, Wiki, is they've just released a new BRX. Is it an 01 or 02? That's actually on links, not on leafs. And I have my original BRX 01 LC70 is on links, and that performs really well. Building RC driving versus shooting and editing videos. That's a tough one. I enjoy all of them. I enjoy all of them. I don't know if I was to pick a favorite. I really enjoy the filming side of things, but I enjoy scale filming, you know, trying to make the vehicle look as realistic as I possibly can. My editing skills are not bad. It could be better. I try to stay away from the fancy editing. There's a lot of channels out there that do like magical zoom in and zoom out and have it glitch and do all sorts of weird shit to it. I try and stay away from that. I try and keep it as simple as I possibly can. Try and make it look as realistic as I can. And sometimes they do look pretty real, sometimes not so much. But like I said just now, that for me, definitely the BRX stuff and the TF2 stuff look absolutely phenomenal on video. They look so realistic. Have you guys seen my recent videos with the yeah, for sure. If you've seen my recent videos with the Camel Trophy stuff, the Discovery is a bit meh, really. It looks okay on camera, but the D10 from FCX, from FMS, is absolutely nuts. It looks so good. That comes across really, really well on camera. Really digging that truck at the moment, by the way. Let's see, I like your style for short location. It's 50% vehicles, 40%. Yeah, you're right. You're right. The location makes it, for sure. If you film in a super scenic location, something that suits the vehicle. So when I film my videos, you guys will notice that there's quite a few locations that I go to all the time. I probably have I don't know, I would say 10, 15 locations around me within sort of, I don't know, an hour's drive, where I can go and film. So I tend to stick to those locations that I know really well, and I know what the trucks will handle there. Um, I did a couple of videos about 2 years ago, I want to say, and it was about 3.5 hour drive from my house, so it was quite a distance, and it is probably the most scenic and spectacular location I have ever filmed at. And it's a place in Scotland called Glenateeve, which is where they filmed James Bond Skyfall. So I went to the very location where they filmed sort of the house shot, if you've seen it, where they shoot up his house in the DB5. And I went and filmed there, and man, that place is spectacular. But yeah, 3.5 hour drive. It's nuts to do a 3.5 hour drive to go and film for literally 20 minutes and then drive 3.5 hours back. It's like, what are you doing? But you're right, exactly. The things we do for RC, man. Dude, here's a true story. You're never going to believe this. But if you look back on my channel, and I want to say about 2 years ago as well, I think it was it 2020? It might have even been 2022. I flew to Africa. I flew to Africa from Scotland, in fact, to a place called Namibia. I flew to Namibia. I took 2 trucks with me for the pure purpose of go and film a couple of videos. I went to go and visit family because I'm South African. So I went to go visit family in South Africa first. And then from there, I jumped on a plane and flew 6 hours north to Namibia to go and film. Mental. But hey ho, you do what you do, huh? That's got to be my wildest RC filming story ever. Crazy. How many people have we got in here? 9. Guys who are watching, we've got 9 guys in here. Hit the chat, man. Let's comment. Let's get chatting. Stick up some questions. Stick up whatever you want to know. You want to know anything about me? You want to know anything about them behind? Anything about filming? Hit me up. Let's go. We're here. Just waiting for some more comments coming in. Anyway, so yeah, that was my craziest filming experience or idea. It was an expensive one. YouTube definitely didn't pay me enough on that video. I definitely made a loss on that one. That's for sure. Interesting. I think that some of you guys, like Wookie, I know you've obviously got your channel. I've watched quite a few of your videos. I find that a lot of RC YouTube channels at the moment are struggling. I know that mine is. Some of the videos are getting like 200-300 views. It's crazy. With almost, 13,500 subscribers. Not many people watch. Well, not many subscribers. People who are subscribe watch anyway. I think at the moment my channel is something like 80% of people who are not subscribed watch. And it's a shame. It's a shame they don't realize how much of a difference it makes being subscribed. It's crazy. Change that. They're exposing more shorts now. No, you're completely right. And the crazy thing at the moment is that I can't remember how many subscribers you've got, Wookie. Comment down below. Let me know. So we get paid for shorts, but the money over here anyway in the UK for shorts is so bad. It is shocking. Oh, there you go, 1.6. So I'm at 13.3, I think. And I think I probably get paid, I think it's 1 penny per 1,000 views. Yeah, I think it's a penny per 1,000 views. I mean, what the hell is that? You're going to get hundreds of thousands of views on one short just to make something. It's nuts. It's bonkers. That I put up shorts, as you guys will know, but purely for the purpose that it pushes my view count up. I think I'm over 1.1 million views now total, which is not a lot, but it adds to the view count. It pushes it up a little bit, and at least it draws people in. The difficulty is, and I've certainly noticed it, is that a lot of people who watch short form content do not watch your longer form content. So it's a shame that that doesn't translate and doesn't carry across, but it is what it is, you know? I think the idea for me anyway is I do what I enjoy. I film and I make videos about the trucks in locations that I think's cool. I enjoy doing that, and I just hope that everybody else who watches it enjoys it too. I think you've got to be true to yourself, got to be honest with yourself, and just do what you like. And if people like it, awesome, you know? But yeah, at the moment, YouTube's in a bit of a weird place. Sorry, I'm dying. Don't know what's going on. But like I said, my channel having, you know, I think it's, in fact, it's 82% of people who watch the videos are not subscribed. I mean, it's a shame. I just don't know how you convert that, you know? All you can do is just keep filming and hope that someone decides to stick around and subscribe and watch the remainder of your videos. And by the way, a friend of mine did this. I haven't done it. But there's a program on YouTube that you can pay YouTube to promote your videos, and they will drive traffic to your site. So it's from Google. A friend of mine has an RC channel as well, and he thought he'd give it a go. And I forget what he spent. I think it was like £50, so $70, $75. And it drew a lot of views to his channel, and it completely murdered his channel negatively. That he got a bunch of subscribers as well. I forget what he picked up. I think it was about 10,000 new subscribers in like a few days. And then the rest of his videos just went poof, crashed. So my advice listening to him is don't pay for promotions on freaking YouTube. You're completely correct, Wookie. They don't. They watch that one video and that's it. You never see them again. All of a sudden you've got 10,000 new subscribers that don't watch a video. What's the point of that? I would rather have 20 new subscribers that watch every video. Do you know what I mean? It's just silly. So definitely don't try that because it's fucked. Don't do it. Anyway, what have we got now? We've got 9 people still watching. No other comments. Did I miss anything? No, Mr. Skullface. You still about, buddy? Are you still watching, Mr. Skullface? Comment below. Because you two guys are the only ones doing, anyone's chatting at the moment. Anyway, so I thought I'd probably let this go. Goodness, how long has it been? 1940. What time did I start? How do we see this? So I've been on for 34 minutes. Okay, so I've been on for about 34 minutes now. I originally thought that what I'd do is sort of, yeah, you're right, 34, 35 minutes. So I thought originally I'd do like a stream for probably half an hour and see how it goes, 30 minutes, and see how it goes. I mean, I'm happy to carry on waffling if you guys want to listen to me talking shit, but it's up to you. Originally, like I say, I was thinking about 30 minutes. And then trying to do this as a weekly thing. Try and do it on a Friday night. Got to find my footing, which night works best, whether we do Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. During the week isn't ideal because we're all busy with work, and then families when we get home. So, kind of thinking between Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we'll find a good balance of when to do it, on what day, and what time suits everyone really. I think the bulk of my viewers at the moment, yeah, the bulk of my viewers are based in the States. Um, what's that? Good info. Nice to see the community. We'll check in next time with questions. Please, man, check in. Check in. Feel free to ask me whatever you want. Not an issue, providing it's clean. What's that? Yeah, make it a thing. Build showcase, tutorials for weathering, etc. Absolutely, absolutely, dude. Absolutely. I'm more than keen to do that. I'm keen to put together, as Mr. Skullface was saying, put together a I don't know, a weekly tutorial on weathering. I can get a couple of Lexan bodies and a couple of hard bodies, and paint them up and destroy the shit out of them. And if anybody wants to know anything, and I can certainly impart whatever it is I know on you guys, and take it from there. But there we go. Anyway, guys, I think then for the very first time, I'm going to call it a day. I need to go and sort the rest of the family. What's that? Will do. We are new to RC and YouTube, so keen to learn and advance. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And if I can help anyone to advance, if I can impart any knowledge onto anyone that's watching, not a problem. It's, it's free. Why not? I know a fair bit. I've been doing RC for around 35 years in total, believe it or not. Crazy. I'm showing my age. But yeah, I've been doing RC in general for about 35 years. Right the way across from like way ancient Tamaya stuff. But anyway, yeah, if you guys are good with it, I'm gonna call it an evening, and I'll set up a decent little studio for next week Friday, because it's kind of impromptu this with all of that behind me. And we'll see you guys next week Friday. And thank you very much for tuning in and supporting us. We can chat further. Keep on trucking, guy, and keep the rubber side down. See you guys later. Cheers for now. We'll figure out how to stop this as well. Maybe.